Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Miriam Yum Yetta, whatever you want to call me. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button because you're gonna love it here. And if you're returning, what's goody? So if you could tell by the title of today's video, I'm gonna be attempting to make a seafood boil for the first time. I never made one before, so this is a little new for me. And I'm also gonna do like a little chit chat with you guys on how to get a brand deal as an influencer, because I got my first brand deal last week. Shout out to me, and I'm so excited. I feel like I've been waiting for one for so long, and I really didn't know which way to go, how to get it. I just felt like I was doing everything wrong, but it turns out that you just have to be patient and it'll come. If you're not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button as we make our way to 500 subscribers, guys. And I'm so excited to make this boil. Actually, I actually got crab legs because, you know, I was just gonna do like the strip with the potatoes and stuff, but I made sure to get crab legs because what's a seafood boil without crab legs? So let's get started. This is all the stuff that I got, minus the potatoes. I have the potatoes in the bag, so I'll show you guys that later. I went and bought this because actually I was supposed to make this last night, but I realized that I forgot an ingredient, so I didn't want to make it without it. So first I started off by cutting my turkey sausages. I didn't use the whole pack because I feel like that was just too much. I'm now gonna cut my potatoes into like 4 because I don't want them too small, but I also don't want them too big. But anyways, guys, yeah, so I just feel like, if you guys don't know, I consider myself a lifestyle creator because I feel like I do a little bit of everything. As you guys can tell, a lot of my content has been geared toward like food now, but I also do like travel, sometimes fitness, sometimes clothes. Like, I want to be free. I want to do whatever I want. So I feel like sometimes it's hard to pick like a niche for what I do, which I feel like affects me low key, only because like when people reach out to me, I don't know if they're reaching out to me as like for food or like for clothing or like for anything. Yeah, I got my first brand collab last week, and it was actually a food item, which I'm really excited about, but I figured it would be that because I've been doing a lot of food. I honestly just think it takes consistency, because I realize that when I'm more consistent, people reach out to me more, or like people even notice you that you think that will not notice you. And even if like your likes are low, your views are low, one thing I always try to remember is people are always watching, because every time I meet people outside or people reference me, they reference one of my videos or something that I do, and like I'm just like, oh wow, how do you know I do that? But it's like people are watching, guys. Like, no matter if they acknowledge you or not, they're always watching. So just keep going, honestly. Like, and sometimes it can get discouraging because it's like we always look to the end goal and we don't enjoy the process of things, which makes it not fun. And I've learned to like admire the process. Like some jobs or like some, what's the word for like, some hobbies are passion hobbies. Like, yes, you can get paid from it, but it takes a while. So you have to just do it because you like to do it, not necessarily for the money, because the money will come. Okay? Guys, I'm actually so scared for the seafood boil. Like, I never made it before. And what if it tastes nasty? Like, what am I even gonna do? Let me show you guys what I'm doing. I took like 5 potatoes and I diced them up. I really love potatoes in my seafood boil. Like, I love potatoes, I love eggs, so I made sure that I had a lot of potatoes in there. And I just diced them up into 4 since my potatoes were pretty small. And for my shrimp, I decided to go with the colossal shrimp from Walmart because I just felt like all the other shrimps were gonna shrink once I cooked them. I don't know if that happens to you guys, but every time I cook shrimp, it always gets way smaller than the packaging. So I just feel like I wanted to get the biggest size, which was colossal, because at least if it shrinks, it'll still be big. But I feel like this brand collab low-key motivated me, because even though it wasn't like the biggest collab ever, it just shows me that I'm doing the right things to put myself out there. And you know, sometimes I feel like I'm super hard on myself, and as I should be, but moments like this always remind me that I'm climbing up that ladder, and even though I can't see the top, it's coming, guys. And I just feel like sometimes we don't cherish these little moments, and that's just what I'm trying to start doing now. So once I finish cutting the potatoes and washing the shrimp, I bring a pot of water to boil, and once it warms up, I add the crab seasoning, which comes in a bag that you can just plop into the water, so it's very convenient. And I personally made the mistake of using more water than chicken broth in my recipe, and although my boil still came out very flavorful, I will suggest that you guys use 2 cups of chicken broth for every cup of water, just so your boil is literally bursting with flavor, even though mine was bursting with flavor, y'all. But this is just a suggestion that I realized after my water boils completely. I add my potatoes and I add my corn in there, and I think I kept it for about 15 to 20 minutes because I did want my potatoes to be soft and my corn not to be too chewy. I then go on to season the boiling pot, and I'll add all the seasonings that I used on the screen just so you guys know. And please make sure that you're periodically stirring your pot just so that the seasonings don't get concentrated in one area. You want your entire boil to be flavorful. Next, I blend half an onion and 10 garlic cloves with a sprinkle of water just to help with the blending process. And once it's blended, I add it to the boiling pot and pour 3 tablespoons of lemon juice as well. And guys, this is all gonna add to the bursting flavor, so don't worry. Because when I first poured it, I'm like, what the hell is going on? But it makes sense at the end because you literally taste every bit of flavor. As that boils, I'm going to work on the other components of my boil. So you're going to need a medium pan and some butter to saute the turkey sausages. I sauteed it for 3 minutes on each side, which should be fine if you just want like a regular saute. But I know some people like it extra crispy or extra burnt. So if you do want it extra crispy or whatever, just keep it on there for a little longer. Make sure you keep an eye out because you don't want it to be super burnt. Alright guys, so as I was vlogging, my little sister's friends asked to be in my vlog and I couldn't help but say yes. So here's their little clip that they wanted to include.
What's this? Oh!
Okay, yeah.
Oh! 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 You don't look like you like it. It's nothing with corn and potato. Why is it 2 corn?
It's okay.
3. This is crazy. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be so good. This is gonna be so good. This is good. This is amazing.
And that concludes their little commercial for me. It was so cute. Like, they had me dying the whole time and they were so much fun. But anyways, what we basically did was we took out the corn and the potatoes because it was ready. We separated into 2 different pans because I was making 2 pans of the seafood boil. Now let's get into the fun stuff. After that was all taken out, I added the crab legs and the shrimp into the same batch of water because it was already seasoned and flavorful. So the crab legs and the shrimp will then soak in that flavor. And as that's all cooking, I turned on the oven to 350 and I placed the potatoes and the corn that was in the aluminum trays in the oven just so that they can stay warm for a while. Now it's time to make our sauce for our seafood boil. Now guys, this is the most important part. So typically people use 4 sticks of unsalted butter, but I want it to be a little different, so I used 3 sticks of unsalted butter and 1 stick of the garlic herb butter because I thought it would just add like a different kind of flavor, you know, and I needed all the flavors to be buzzing in my boil. Okay, back to my brand deal. I just feel like as a micro influencer, it's very easy for you to get unmotivated, especially when you don't automatically get the results you want or your post doesn't get as many likes as you thought it would. But this is just your reminder to keep going, okay? If I'm being completely transparent with you guys, sometimes I spend hours thinking of what content I want to make. I make the content, I take several hours making the content, and then once I post it, I'm like, damn, I thought this would go viral, and it didn't. But I'm just here to let you know that let's stop focusing on the viral moment. Like, I do it all the time, so I'm not gonna say it's easy, but I feel like once you're soaked into this has to go viral, you're not gonna be happy because everything you post is not gonna go viral. Guys, I posted a reel one time and it got 200 views. I was like, what the actual hell? Because I'm like, 200 views, is this a joke? But no guys, it happens to the best of us. I posted reels that got 300k views and more. I posted reels that only got like 800 views, but I keep going, and I feel like if you're passionate about it, keep doing it. Like, I'm literally telling you guys, there's people out there watching you. Like, even if they're not liking your stuff, they're watching you. They're literally watching you create a content schedule. Try to stick to your content schedule. Don't get me wrong, it is hard, especially if you're working full-time like me as well. It's like when you come home from work, you just want to sleep, but then you also want to create content because you have goals for yourself. But guys, just keep going. Everyone's time is different, and a quote that I love to use and I literally stick by is comparison is a thief of joy, because baby, comparison is a thief of joy. Don't look at anybody else, look at yourself. You can get motivated from other people, you can get ideas from other people, but just always please remember you're in your own lane and your only competition is literally you guys. If you guys didn't know, this video is sponsored by Yandu seasoning sauce. It's a Korean chili spice. I'm gonna use it for the first time in my seafood boil. I tasted it alone and it has like a little bit of a kick, and I like my seafood boils a little spicy, so I think it'll be the perfect mixture. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this video. Make sure you guys check it out if you like it. I'm gonna use this again in like a ramen or something, you know, like I love my ramen, but I'll let you guys know how it tastes. I did add about 3 tablespoons of the Yandu hot and spicy seasoning because I wanted my seafood boil to be spicy, to have a little kick, and then I added an extra cayenne pepper and a little bit more garlic just so it could have the garlicky flavor. And here is the final look of the seafood boil before I added the sauce. And I just want to say everything about the seafood boil was definitely a 10 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and you learned how to make your homemade seafood boil. And you also just got some insight on my life as a micro influencer, and I hope I was able to relate to all my other micro influencers out there. And I'll catch you guys all at the top. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and share this video with anyone who you know loves a seafood boil, okay? Period. I'll see you guys in my next video.
If I told you you were beautiful.